Flesh pedestrians are not spirits or creatures. This is some kind of urban legend. They're people, real and physical Navajo witches who have turned their back on traditional beneficial magic in exchange for arcane and unnatural abilities.
Welcome to the TLDR channel. Every week we dive deep into different Reddit threads to bring you the best and worst Reddit has to offer.
Okay, this one, the title, How Does One Deal with a Possible Flesh Pedestrian? Since I was a kid, I have had something outside my house mimicking my father's whistling and talking late at night. He's asleep when this happens, so I know it's not him. It only happens when I'm the last one to go to bed in the house, and I fear it might be one of these creatures. A lot of dogs go missing where I live, and my neighborhood is very unsettling at night if you go outside. Does anyone have any ideas on how to potentially handle this? So now this is like a question rather than...
Yeah.
It is an encounter, but now they're like, I need some advice. What should I do? But yeah, so he definitely knows his dad is asleep. So it's definitely not him.
See what I mean by it's like trying to lure you?
Yeah. So it uses something that's you're familiar or comfortable with.
Yes.
So father's whistling and talking at night. Dang.
Would you fall for it? If it
So
was
the
your
whistling,
mom.
maybe not.
Yeah.
But it says his voice talking.
Yeah.
That's like hard to mimic, I feel like.
Do you think if you heard your mom's voice outside, like, come outside, would you go?
Gosh. Like, if I knew she wasn't in the area or close by,
Yeah.
I don't know. Well, yeah, because it's my mom, you know, but if I knew she wasn't around or there could be no possible way she's in the house or whatever, I don't know.
Not in the house, outside of the house. Like you hear tapping on the window.
Okay, that's creepy here. But I mean, like, come on, Mom, knock on the front door and don't tap on the window. I feel like my mind thinks that way, like practical, kind of like, why would there be tapping on the window? Or like, why is she tapping on the window? Go to the front door.
Yeah.
So I don't think I would fall for it that easily.
Oh, dang.
But yeah, my mom's voice. That's the thing. It's being your mom's voice or someone you love, comfortable with, or hear all the time. Yeah, I'd be conflicted. What would you do?
I'm not that logical. I probably would fall for it.
You would just go, okay, Mom.
Come here.
And then
as I'm like opening the door.
Like, why is she
Wait
knocking
a
on the window?
second.
Yeah, so I feel like I'm the type of person who has my guard up until it's put down. So you probably are on the opposite.
Yes.
Or yeah, so that's fine. You know, different people, different perspectives. Good, but that is really creepy. I mean, just imagine if you hear, like, what if you knew your mom obviously doesn't live around here,
Yeah.
in another state, whatever, like our moms do, and then you hear that, and like, there could be no possible way.
See, but I wouldn't think that far. I'd be like, oh,
Really?
she probably like
Surprised you?
Yeah.
You think so?
She probably like was knocking and I couldn't hear her, so she tried the window. That's where my head would go.
Yeah, no, not me. I'd be like, dang, where'd she go? Like, if we were like having a sleepover, I'm like, she's gone. Don't know where she went. She probably went following that voice she heard.
But also I read like these scary stories and I know like about a lot of different creatures and stuff.
Yeah.
So it's like, why would you fall for that?
Yeah.
You know?
But I don't. So then, but then I still think kind of logically.
Yeah.
It's kind of strange.
Exactly.
Yeah. So the TLDR version. Since childhood, the author has heard something mimicking their father's whistling and talking outside the house at night. This only happens when they are the last one awake, and they fear it might be a creature. See, because it says they are the last one awake, I feel like they are being targeted.
Yeah.
Because it's not like, let's say, someone else is falling asleep after them, then it doesn't happen, I guess. I don't know.
That they know of.
Yeah, that's true, because you never know. They're looking for suggestions on how to handle this unsettling situation.
If anyone knows how to deal with SKs, SWs, please
Like,
leave
what
it
do
down.
you, so what do you do if you encounter it? How do you get rid of it? Or not you get rid of it, or I guess overpass the situation. I don't, like, what the heck do you do?
So you're not supposed to, they love the chase. So if you start running, and you have to make sure that, I mean, for me personally, that's with everything, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because I think that with like supernatural entities, if you show that you are fearful or you start running, then
They love it.
yes, they feed off of that, and it gives them like more power,
like satisfaction, power.
Mhm.
So act like you're not bothered, but in the inside you are, because that's how that would be. So they are asking for advice. So there's gonna be some good comments. Okay, top comment. So I would recommend doing some research on them as a whole, but protection magic around you in your home.
Mm-hmm.
But there's also some basic things that can help. Number one, if you have to go outside at night and you think it's following you, walk, don't run, like you said.
Yeah.
It's like a dog with high prey drive. The more you run, the harder it chases. You run, you become prey. Number two, if it sounds close, it's far away. If it sounds far away, it's close. This is either to make you panic and run, or I guess make you panic or run. Typically because it would drive you to I guess imagine it, or perhaps it makes it easier to track, or to lure you into some false sense of security. Number three, sometimes ignoring these things work. That's probably me. Ignoring it. Honestly, I would think about it all night though. Sometimes ignoring these things would work. If you see something, no, you didn't like. If you hear something, no, you didn't. That's probably me in my head, like, oh no, I didn't hear that. Don't go out alone at night. Don't go hiking alone, especially at night. If you absolutely have to be, and you think you heard or saw something, just calmly walk to safety. Keep calm on the outside. Yeah. I would recommend asking someone from the Navajo people. So yeah, they are from the Navajo. That's what I saw on Wikipedia. Ideally, a medicine man for advice. Most of these tips are just things I've come across in my own research of these creatures because I find them fascinating. Also, I wouldn't say the name aloud. It attracts attention. Yeah, I tend to refer to them as flesh pedestrians, like what you said. Mm-hmm. Out of the 4 topics of advice, what would your take on it be, or your instinct? I would ignore. Yeah. Just because I'm like, I don't want to think about it. But goodness.
You and Gutsy are very similar in that. He's like, nope.
Really? Yeah.
Like, didn't hear it.
It's like, but would you be like the person who go out there, like explore?
Not outdoors, only inside.
Probably have your sage and whatever out.
Yeah, start saging the place.
Yeah.
Oh, which reminds me, I actually have to do that because I was going to tell you about what happened on Saturday. Was it Saturday?
Was it in the house?
It was inside the house. Yeah. So after we got back from the concert, like I came home and it was like 1:30 and Austin came home like around like 2 or something.
Mm-hmm.
And we stayed up and talked for a little bit, and then I went into the room and specifically left like my phone right on the like next to the bed, and I go into the bathroom, and you've seen our bathroom.
Yeah.
It's connected. So I go into the bathroom and I am like starting to brush my teeth, like taking off the makeup, everything. And all of a sudden him and I hear music.
Really?
In like right outside in the living room. We're like, what? And we don't have anything that would be playing or nothing. And
is it like the music was a familiar, like something you like or something you normally play, or is it just random music?
So I couldn't really make it out.
Oh, yeah, but you could tell it's music.
But I could tell it was music,
yeah.
And it was really close, so I was like, okay, that's weird. And then Getsi ends up like also hearing it at the same time as I did. So we're just staring at each other like, okay. And he's like, do you want me to check it out? Because usually he's like, nope, ignore it. Don't.
But he knew he heard it this time.
Yes.
Really? That's crazy.
So he hears it, and I am getting my he's like, is it your phone?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm second guessing myself at this point because I'm like, oh, maybe I left my phone in the living room somehow.
Yeah.
I thought I brought it, but it could be on me. And so he's walking out, and as soon as he like steps out, the music stops.
Really? Oh, so I thought you literally heard like a flash of the music and it stopped. So it was continuing.
It was continuing. Yeah.
Until
he
stepped out.
Yes. And I was getting my glasses because I wanted to see. I thought maybe someone broke in.
Yeah.
Because, I had like that whole garage opener incident.
Oh, did you?
So I couldn't get out. And I thought maybe someone broke in and our alarm just like never went off.
Mm-hmm.
And their phone just went.
Yeah.
So that was like my logical.
Mm-hmm.
So as soon as he steps out, nothing. And because he was like ahead of me, and I saw my phone next to the bed, I was like, my phone's right there.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, are you sure it wasn't your phone? It's like, no, my phone was literally right next door.
Mm-hmm.
And we both heard it in the living room. So like I grabbed my glasses and we're looking around in the living room and like all over the kitchen.
Yeah.
Nothing.
That's creepy.
Yeah. And he said that he could hear what the music was.
So he could kind of make it out a little more.
He made it out. And it was the Post Malone song, the I Fall Apart one.
Mm-hmm.
So,
but you don't have any device out in the living room, kitchen that could play music?
We have a speaker, but
it has to be connected to something, right?
And it's dead.
Oh.
So that's why I'm like, there's no possible way that anything.
Like, now you think, why that song?
I have no idea. Let me look up the lyrics because Susan actually sent me the lyrics.
Yeah. That is so creepy.
Okay, so the lyrics are like, ooh, I fall apart. Ooh, yeah. She told me that I'm not enough. And she left me with a broken heart. She fooled me twice and it's all my fault. She cut too deep, now she left me scarred. Now there's too many thoughts going through my brain. And now I'm taking these shots like it's Novocaine. And then it's the, ooh, I fall apart down to my core. And the chorus. So he said that that's the song that he heard. But I really couldn't make anything. I just heard like pop
I wonder
music.
if it was just like a. Could you hear? Well, you really didn't make it out, but I wonder if he heard like the actual lyrics or it was just like the humming of it.
Yeah.
I don't know. That wouldn't really make too much of a difference, but I'm like, dang, what does that mean?
True.
I don't know.
I thought maybe a glitch in the Matrix. I was like, whoever was living here before our timelines cross. I'm real deep in.
That's funny.
In Reddit.
That is creepy.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'd be scared to be alone, but you're alone.
And then today, the thing that happened with the mat.
Yeah.
So, I'm like, I need some holy water in this place.
Mm-hmm. That is so creepy. I don't know if I've ever encountered something like that. Because I think, to be honest, I'm more of a logical person.
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh, something happened. Oh, yeah, whatever, you know. There's always something about it. Like, I'll probably find a solution or whatever.
Yeah.
That's why that happened. But, I don't know.
That's so funny, though.
I'm trying to think if I've had any
You've
other
never
stories.
seen anything?
I don't know if I have any stories, like weird stories like that.
Are you a believer?
I'm like half and half.
Okay.
Yeah. So maybe that's the issue. I really don't know.
I don't think so, because...
Well, I've had like weird stories, but it's not like something I've seen or heard myself. Like in the home we used to live in, outside of, Fort Worth, the house we were living in. So when we first moved in, I think my dad slipped in the shower, and you know the shower drain where you kind of twist to close and open the shower drain?
Yeah.
Like he sliced his toe on that. But then get this. So when we were selling the house, I was like, I want to say middle school, we were selling the house. I took my last shower in that shower, and what did I do? Slip and slice my toe on that shower drain. So see, that creeps me out, and I kind of believe in that stuff.
Yeah.
So then, so I don't know, like, in the Vietnamese culture, if they believe in this stuff kind of more, but like we asked people about the location of our home.
Yes.
And they said it's like some like bad land or something else was there before that was like kind of like it's haunted or in a way. So
like a cemetery or
yeah, I have no idea, but
hospital.
I have no idea. Ooh. Or even like back in the day. Yeah, but it's creepy. It's like so I've heard that story, so I'm like I don't think our parents like literally told us that story, but they talk about it amongst themselves, like I caught onto it. But I'm like, yeah, it happened to me because I literally sliced my toe in the shower when we were leaving, or like it was my last shower in that house and we were moving.
It's like an angry ghost, just like
pretty much. Like they knew it was the first and last day. So I believe in like kind of that stuff, but I don't know about like I guess it's pretty similar.
Yes.
But it doesn't really happen often like yours does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think also because I'm so like into it too. Like I'll watch scary movies.
This is the season. We should do some kind of like scary movie party or there's I think events like haunted houses and stuff like that. But we're going to Florida, and last year we did this with my younger siblings. We went to Halloween Horror Nights at Universal.
Oh, that's
so we're gonna
fun.
do that again this year. Yeah, just bought the tickets.
That's gonna be so fun.
Yeah.
Take lots of pictures. I want to see.
Yeah, it'll be fun. Oh yeah, let's see.
Staying on topic.
Sorry, I'm caught off guard.
No.
Yeah, so the father's whistling. I almost forgot what we were talking about. Father's whistling and talking late at night. So someone goes, creepy. You need to seek out someone who's familiar with Appalachian folk magic. There are things in the mountains for sure. So he's saying there's things in the mountains. I guess the location of where this is. Oh, an update. I used to live in an old Florida neighborhood with a reputation for being haunted, as in ghosts, which is definitely inaccurate. I'm not prone to hallucinations of any kind, but at night, and only at night, while walking my dog alone, I would hear my mother calling my name, sounding like she was in trouble nearby and calling for help. See, that's different if she calls for help. Someone you love calling for help. Because it's like urgent.
Did you fall for that?
I think I would.
Yeah.
Because it's so urgent. It's like time sensitive. But it's like just knocking and you're hearing her voice. Like that's different. But I feel like calling for help, that's creepy. Oh my gosh, that's scary.
Okay, so now we know what would get you.
Yeah. The problem with that is that I haven't seen or spoken to my mother in 15 plus years. And last I heard, she lives on another continent. Oh, wow. And she would probably rather die than call to me for help in any case. So they have a bad relationship, clearly. But, I mean, it's your mother's voice, and you know it's your mother's voice calling for help.
But how does it know? Is, like, my thought process.
If they've been distant for that long, or...
Like the relatives, how does it know to like mimic? Because the mom isn't even in the area.
Yeah,
either.
That's the thing. It's not like trying to mimic something close by, or they heard something. Like that other story where they heard something.
The meowing.
The meowing. Yeah. So this one,
It could. And
then it says 15 plus years, so they haven't like communicated in that long.
That means the entity has been following him for a long time.
Too long. Yeah.
You need a cleanse, honestly.
That's so scary. Okay, here's another comment. First thing to make clear, Flesh pedestrians are not spirits or creatures. This is some kind of urban legend. They're people, real and physical Navajo witches who have turned their back on traditional beneficial magic in exchange for arcane and unnatural abilities. So it's like their witchcraft, I guess, right? Unless you live near a Navajo community and someone from that community becomes a flesh walker or a flesh pedestrian, and they, for some reason, have dedicated decades of their life to specifically targeting your home and family, it is not them. It could be lots of other things. So this is not a believer. It could be a lot of other things. So most likely, since this has been going on for so long, the thing mimicking your father is a spirit or entity attached to the house or family. If it were a creature, it would have likely died by now. You should definitely cleanse and ward your home out to the property line. If it fights back, you may need a full exorcism. See if there's an experienced witch or coven nearby who can help you with this. As for dogs, I feel like things can be attached to like physical things, materialistic things. As for dogs, my bet is on coyotes or other predators, and nighttime is always a charge time because the shadows can play tricks, and we humans, who are not nocturnal creatures, try to avoid the night when we can, instead naturally seek out the light and safety of the hearth. Encourage your neighbors to keep their dogs inside at night. Walk with someone at night if you can, or at least carry a light stick, whistle, and or the strongest warding charm, pepper spray. Yikes. So this person...
Honestly, I don't think pepper spray would really do much with
because it's more like...
If it's a supernatural
creature. Yeah, exactly. It's supernatural, so you're not going to go with pepper spray. So this one obviously isn't a believer. Thinks this person's a little cuckoo.
Yeah.
So basically, it's an urban, she's like, it's an urban legend, happened in the past, that's what people believe, it's like our witchcraft, but nope.
I don't think in my culture we have, anything...
The cuckoo. Just kidding. Scary.
I don't even remember what that is. I just remember
Isn't it just a monster that
it's
parents scare kids with and stuff, right?
Yeah, but they don't.
Does it have a being, a picture of it?
No.
Oh.
Yeah.
I always wondered that.
I never. They would just scare you the cuckoo is gonna take you.
Yeah.
But other than that, I'm I have no idea.
Yeah. So that's the last story of the Flesh Pedestrians.
Yay! Okay, we'll definitely have to do the Ouija board stories.
Mm-hmm. Okay, let's do that.
You're an amazing reader, by the way.
Oh, thanks. I try. Sometimes I overthink it, but let's see. Okay, so everyone knows what a Ouija board is, right? It's that, board game that apparently it moves, right? It moves the little piece.
Planchette.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You've
No,
never played it?
No, just get me away from it. I don't even know what it's called. But I just see it in movies or previews of movies.
Yeah.
Basically, it moves around, spells certain things, or it goes onto certain things, right?
Yeah.
Is it only yes or no? I thought it spells things out too. It has A, B, C, D, E, F, G.
There's multiple things on there.
Oh, okay.
I haven't actually seen one in person.
Yeah.
But same thing. I've seen in movies. There's a yes, no.
Yeah.
I think there's a maybe, but not really sure on that one.
Uh-huh.
And then all of the letters in the alphabet and then numbers.
So they can spell things out or
Yes.
show you whatever.
I'm gonna look at it and see.
Yeah, Ouija boards. I think
It's a
they
big
sell
one.
those at the stores too. I'm like, get that away from me.
that
I think so.
children's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's especially during this time of year, Halloween. But seriously, do
True.
not.
Okay, so this is what it looks like. So it says spirit board, and then it's got yes, no, all of the letters in the alphabet, numbers, and it says goodbye. And then there are 4 different corners. There's the sun, moon,
Oh, yeah.
and then I don't know what the bottom is, to be honest. What is that?
to be honest with you. That's creepy. So when it does goodbye, it's like, okay, get out of here, pretty much.
You have to say goodbye
Oh.
before you end the session.
Oh, okay. So if you don't.
Otherwise, you like leave the portal open.
I see.
Yes.
Yeah, this is why. See, I do not mess with this.
Follow instructions.
There are many different variations of this board too, but pretty much similar.
You can also make your own at home.
Really?
And it'll work.
I do not want to mess with that stuff. That is so creepy. Please get me far away from it.
Right. Okay, so we will do the Ouija board stories on the next one, so stay tuned for that.
Yes.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell for more episodes. Drop your comments, suggestions, and thoughts on these stories. Until next time, keep exploring, keep learning, and keep on living.